The Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact, an analysis of its strategic and geopolitical impact. The Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact, signed on August 23, 1939, between Nazi Germany and the Soviet Union, was a watershed moment in the lead-up to World War II. Officially titled the Treaty of Non-Aggression between Germany and the Union of Soviet Socialist Republics. This agreement not only shocked the international community, but also fundamentally altered the geopolitical landscape of Europe. By analyzing the context, provisions, and consequences of the pact, we can better understand its significance and the strategic calculations that led to one of the most infamous alliances in modern history. Background and strategic calculations. The roots of the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact lie in the aftermath of World War I and the complex interplay of national interests in the 1930s. The Treaty of Versailles, 1919, left Germany humiliated and economically weakened, while the Soviet Union, emerging from its own civil war, was isolated and wary of capitalist encirclement. Despite their ideological differences, both nations shared a mutual distrust of the Western powers, particularly in the context of the perceived failure of the League of Nations to prevent aggression and the rise of fascist powers in Europe. Throughout the 1930s, Germany and the Soviet Union had fluctuating relations, influenced by their respective economic and military needs. The Nazi rise to power and Hitler's virulent anti-communism initially pushed the two countries apart. However, geopolitical pragmatism eventually brought them closer together, especially as both sought to avoid a two-front war. For Germany, the pact provided a secure Eastern front, allowing Hitler to concentrate on his ambitions in Western Europe. For the Soviet Union, it bought time to build up military strength and ensured territorial gains in Eastern Europe. Key provisions and the secret protocol. The Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact consisted of a public non-aggression treaty and a secret protocol. The public aspect of the agreement stipulated that neither Germany nor the Soviet Union would attack the other or support any third party in doing so. This non-aggression clause was set for a 10-year period, reflecting the immediate strategic needs of both nations. However, it was the secret protocol that carried the most significant implications. This part of the pact outlined the division of Eastern Europe into German and Soviet spheres of influence. Poland was to be partitioned between the two powers, with the western part going to Germany and the eastern part to the Soviet Union. Additionally, the Baltic states, Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania, and Finland were assigned to the Soviet sphere, while Bessarabia, part of Romania, was also to be annexed by the USSR. This secret arrangement was a clear violation of the sovereignty of the nations involved and exemplified the realpolitik that both totalitarian regimes practiced. The pact effectively greenlighted the invasion of Poland, which occurred on September 1, 1939, just over a week after the pact was signed, marking the beginning of World War II. Immediate consequences: the invasion of Poland and beyond. The signing of the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact set the stage for the rapid and brutal invasion of Poland. On September 1, 1939, Germany invaded Poland from the west, while the Soviet Union followed with an invasion from the east on September 17. The coordinated invasions resulted in the swift collapse of Polish resistance, with the country being partitioned as agreed in the secret protocol. The consequences of the pact extended beyond Poland. The Soviet Union, emboldened by its agreement with Germany, proceeded to annex the Baltic states in 1940 and launched the Winter War against Finland, resulting in territorial gains despite significant Soviet casualties. The pact also altered the strategic calculations of other nations, leading to shifts in alliances and further destabilizing an already tense Europe. The breakdown of the pact and Operation Barbarossa. Despite the initial success of the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact in achieving the short-term goals of both Germany and the Soviet Union, the alliance was inherently unstable due to the ideological and strategic differences between the two regimes. This tension culminated in Germany's invasion of the Soviet Union on June 22, 1941, under Operation Barbarossa, which unilaterally terminated the pact. Hitler's decision to invade the Soviet Union was driven by a combination of ideological motives, particularly the desire for Lebensraum, living space in the East, and strategic considerations, including the need to secure resources and eliminate a potential threat, before the United States could fully enter the war. The invasion marked a turning point in World War II, as it opened up the Eastern Front, where some of the war's largest and bloodiest battles would be fought. Long-term impact and historical legacy. The Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact has left a lasting legacy in European history. It not only facilitated the start of World War II, but also set the stage for the Cold War dynamics that would emerge after the war. The Soviet annexation of Eastern European territories during and after the war, justified in part by the secret protocols of the pact, had long-term implications for the region, contributing to the post-war division of Europe and the establishment of Soviet influence in Eastern Europe. Moreover, the pact has become a symbol of the dangers of realpolitik and the moral compromises that can arise when states pursue strategic interests without regard for international law or ethical considerations. The pact's legacy is still felt today in the complex relationships between Russia and its neighboring countries, many of which were directly affected by the actions taken under the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact. Conclusion: the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact was a pivotal moment in the lead-up to World War II, reshaping the geopolitical landscape of Europe and facilitating the outbreak of one of the deadliest conflicts in history. The pact exemplifies the intersection of ideology and pragmatism in international relations, demonstrating how temporary alliances can have far-reaching and often devastating consequences. Understanding the motivations and outcomes of the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact is essential for grasping the broader historical context of World War II and the subsequent Cold War era.